and welcome to my YouTube channel. I wanted to answer a couple of questions today for my viewers who may have more questions about me personally. So my first question is, how did I get here in this line of work? So I'll tell you. You know, I grew up, as any of us did, with my parents at home. My brother and sister were older than me, and I was the youngest, and I grew up in a loving family, and that was in London, Ontario. And then I moved to university in Calgary, Alberta, and I studied there for 5 years, sociology and psychology. Once I graduated with my bachelor degree, I wanted to explore life and explore the world. I had learned so much, especially in social theory, about what it took to be at a high level where other people were reading your work and were learning from your work. And social theory was definitely one of my favorite classes, one of my favorite courses. And so it gave me an idea of the level I would have to reach in order to be read and be appreciated by others, the esteem and the time and effort I would have to put into my art and my practice in order to be at a level where it could benefit others. So I took that into my heart and I went traveling, and I went to South Korea, a city called Changwon, where I worked at Kids Club International. And that was a beautiful hagwon, as they call it in South Korea, which means private school. And I taught lessons from kindergarten to high school level there every day, almost every day, 6 days a week. And I absolutely loved it. I loved relating to the children and seeing them learn English and moving forward in their confidence levels and abilities. And I really enjoyed life in South Korea. I loved the food. I gained a lot of weight there. I wasn't overweight, but I gained a good amount of weight there because I was eating so much. The food was delicious. So after Korea, I had made enough money and talked with enough people that I knew that other parts of Asia had lots to offer me as well. So I went to Thailand. I went to Bangkok with a friend of mine from South Korea. We didn't know what we were planning. We just went there for some fun, and we found a lovely island in the south called Koh Phangan. And I ended up staying there for a month, and that month really changed my thinking because it was the first time in life that I was able to, you know, turn off the phone, turn off the computer, turn off the voices of the people who expected certain things from me, and just really listen to my own voice, my own heart about what I was doing. And, you know, just like everybody else in this life, I was running pretty much from the time I was able to run all the way up until this moment, you know, fulfilling obligations and going to classes and going to activities and doing the week in and out, and, you know, being the person that I was expected to be. And even still, as this was going on, I was yearning for something more. I knew that what life was offering me wasn't fulfilling to me on deeper levels, and I had always yearned and wanted to know more about that. And so in Thailand, when I found this beautiful beach, I just stayed there for a month, and I sat on that beach every day, and I got in touch with me. I got in touch with my heart and my inner being, and I learned through that silence that there was actually something happening within me that was very sacred and beautiful, and enchanted me with messages, nuances, and intuitions that moved me to tears often, because I had pushed it out of my mind for so long that it coming back was like an old friend coming back after many years of absence. And so once I discovered that I had this inner guidance, I had this inner knowing, this feeling, I wanted to listen to it and get to know it and get clear on what the messages from myself were. So then I began to explore life from that perspective, and that changed everything for me. And I knew that I needed healing, and that other people around me needed healing, and that the planet needed healing. I could feel the pain and sadness in the experience for these people or for the planet, and I knew we needed to do something. So that's when I got in touch with my heart and asked, what could I do? And I was just drawn to healing. And ever since then, that realization that I could make a difference, I have explored many ways to do that, and many ways to be supportive to other people, and how to be kind and loving and generous and gentle to the people in my life, so that they can have an easier experience and that I can be a better influence on them. And so I carried on, and through this self-discovery I realized that I had innate talents and gifts in healing other people, not just talking and listening to them, but actually helping them move their energy in a better way. So I delved into everything I could find about healing modalities and how people were being healed quickly and easily and efficiently, and how we could shorten the path from illness to wellness. And this became my passion, and it still is my passion to this day. And I've been able myself personally to help my clients through certain things they're dealing with, either emotional wounds or physical symptoms. I've been able to take them through that till they're feeling much better. And I know that the journey is ahead of me is long, and I'm very excited for it, because I know that I'll have this great success with others. Because for me, it's quite simple now how to take someone from A to B, from sickness to wellness, and every day you can make a step, and every day you can show people steps on how to do that for themselves. And so that's what I do now. I help people get in touch with who they are on the inside, and what their voice is telling them on the inside, and how they can have more peace in themselves. So I basically guide them back to who they really are. And that's the magic of the art that I do, the healing that I do. So that's the story right there in a condensed version. Tried to give you a quick version there. So yeah, if you have any questions, please write them and send them to me, because I would love to answer more questions and help you guys out through the work that I'm doing. And I think that answers the question of how did I get here. So thank you very much for listening, and have a great day.